In this video, we'll look at how to create an assignment, how students reply to that assignment, and how we grade their response. So on the Email tab, we're going to click over here on Create Assignments. From this page, we can select which student we'd like to assign this assignment to, or by default, we'll just select all of them. Let's say in our class we've just watched a movie on food preparation, so the assignment name we'll go ahead and call Food Preparation. And the directions go down here, so we'll say please write a friend and tell them something you learned. And down here at the bottom we'll create the assignment. Alright, so now we'll bring up our students' email programs. And we'll start out here with Steve. And we see that he's got his two friends here and his instructor. And he's got one assignment, so we'll go ahead and click on that. And from here, he can choose his assignments. He only has one that he has not done, so Steve is doing very well. You can see the title and the instructions. And so we're supposed to select a friend, so we'll go ahead and select Jason. So this is just the standard reply screen that a student sees when replying to any other email. So we see kind of the topic here and the instructions. And then we see our prompts, and then down here we see that we're writing this to Jason. So we'll go ahead and say, "Hi, Jason. Okay, so here we've just written our short little message to Jason, and we'll go ahead and hit send. And now we'll go out of Steve's and we'll go to Jason's email. So now we see Jason has 5 assignments, meaning there's 5 assignments that he has not yet completed. Let's go ahead and click on that. And now in his drop-down box he's got all these assignments, including food preparation, and we'll go ahead and select that one. The same instructions, we'll go ahead and write Steve, and we'll say something. We'll say it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so we'll go ahead and send that. And we do see that we have 2 messages from Steve and 1 message sent to Steve. We'll go ahead and click on this and see. Here's the message that Steve sent us, so we could reply to it if we wanted, or we could delete it, or whatever. We'll go ahead and just delete for now. And we'll go back to the teacher interface. Now from here, we want to, first of all, do a get mail so that it will refresh our emails. So now we see our returned assignments went up, and so did our student exchanges. So click on this, and food preparation is the first one. We've got 2 unread messages. We'll go ahead and click on, maybe we'll go with Steve's first, and we'll go down here to Analyze. And this brings up the Analyze page. From here we can grade the email. We can select who we want to grade. All these assignments are the food preparation assignments, and so we could click on Jason, or we could click on Steve, and then we can also click on what grading element we want to work on. So these grading elements can also be found down here. We have capitalization, punctuation, spelling, and then we can add some custom ones as well. So let's go ahead and click on capitalization. This just highlights all of the capitals for us automatically. We can also click anywhere we want to add a highlight ourselves. So as you can see down here, we've got good marks, errors, and ignore marks, and then a score that we calculate. So right now there's 6 good marks, 0 errors, 0 ignore marks. So the ignore marks would be where they capitalized something or didn't capitalize something, but we're not going to count them wrong on it. So for fun, just to see what the score does, if I click over here and give them a wrong mark, then it calculates it to 86. And we'll go ahead and just put it back to where it was. We can do the same thing with punctuation. It marks the punctuation marks. All the punctuation looks good to me, so we'll leave it. And then spelling, oh yes, we'd like to save our work. I clicked up here, and so we'll go to spelling, and for some reason Jason and Steve, these names don't appear to be in our dictionary for some reason. We'll go ahead and mark them right just by clicking on them. We could, click on any word we like to mark it right or wrong. And so Steve is doing pretty well here. We'll go ahead and save this. And then we actually, because the assignment really wasn't to capitalize or punctuate or spell things correctly, it was to answer the question or to tell them something you learned. So we'll click on Edit Grading Elements. And what we'd like to do, we can add a new element or we can delete one. Let's go ahead and add one. And we'll call this answer, meaning did they answer the question or not. And we'll click this checkbox here, which means it'll only show up on this assignment. This extra category will only show up on this assignment. So we'll add it. And now we've got the new column right here. And this is something that we don't want to mark up. We'll just go ahead and uncheck this box so we can type in our own score, and we'll give him 100%. Now we'll go up to Jason and click on capitalization, and nothing was highlighted because there's no capitals, but clearly we wanted at least that to be capitalized. So we'll put a red mark there. Punctuation, yes, we want to save our work, but so punctuation, we've got, let's see here, it seems like we were missing one somewhere. Right here, so we want to put in a bad mark right here. So we can either just click on the letter and make it red, or we can actually change the text. We can go down here to this switch edit mode. If we click that, that means that we can now click and actually type up here, and we'll go ahead and put in a, oops, not a comma, but an apostrophe. And I'll switch back to mark mode, and we don't want that. We kind of clicked a little too much there. So we'll go ahead and make this apostrophe, and it counts it as an error. It's orange color, which means that it's an insert, and it gets counted as wrong. And so, okay, I think we're done with punctuation, spelling. We spelled go wrong, and then the answer, we'll go ahead and say, well, it was at 0%. We'll go ahead and leave it at 0%, I guess. And I think we'll go ahead and save then. Now that we've graded them, we'll go ahead and say that we're done. Done for now. And now it's saved. Now we can go to the grade book, click on assignments, we'll go by assignment and food preparation, and we can see that both Jason and Steve have turned in this assignment and that Lynn has not. There's this extra drop-down box here for any of the custom categories that we have. We only have one, so all it has is answer in it. But from here we could also click on on Jason and go to his email to grade him. Say we're done. We're back on the gradebook tab. If we click on assignments and go by student and click on Jason, we can see all of his assignments that he's turned in. And in fact, if we go to grade one of them, then now this list, instead of having Steve's information on there, it now has just Jason's for all of those assignments, and we can see how he's done over time or grade any of these that we'd like to. And so that's convenient if you want to go by student. Say we're done for now. And that wraps up our grading session.